This is the Variety Show 2024. I want to talk about why the voters rejected Kamala Harris, why Kamala Harris lost this election. Uh, because definitely, one thing I'll say is this was the strangest election in history ever. The 2024 will go down in history. And it's hard to see it now because it's new history, but it'll go down as the strangest presidential election ever. There's never been anything so bizarre. And I definitely think something very strange happened. First of all, you look at the Butler, Pennsylvania, where um, uh, Donald Trump, he got shot, and that was very serious. I mean, it was scary, and that was very strange. The way he said he tilted his head and the bullet missed. I think there's something that gives credibility to the outcome of the election. You go back to the Trump shooting. Um, and then it was well documented, and you can look this up, that Elon Musk looked on his smartphone, and 4 hours before the election results came in that Trump had won on November 5th, Elon Musk knew 4 hours early. He knew that Trump was going to win. He looked at his phone, and in 5 seconds, because he's a genius, and he had some special app, that Elon Musk knew that Trump was going to win 4 hours before the election. A lot of people talking about that on social media. That's very strange. How did he do that? And and then the polls, because the polls toward the end, I considered Kamala Harris to be the frontrunner. A lot of the polls were showing her ahead, especially in Pennsylvania, where it was close. But she seemed, and I remember Michigan and Wisconsin, they were reporting that she was ahead in those states. Pennsylvania was almost a dead heat, almost even. And Kamala Harris might have actually had a slight edge in Pennsylvania. And there were other states too. And the polls were showing Kamala Harris, especially in the last 2 weeks, were showing her to be the front runner. I considered her to be the front runner and Trump to be the underdog. She got a lot of endorsements, though a lot of them were Hollywood type people like Beyonce and J Lo and LeBron James and even Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mark Cuban from Shark Tank, Liz Cheney. Right? But she did have an awful lot of endorsements, though Trump had the powerhouse of Elon Musk and others, but Elon Musk was key to Trump. There's no doubt about that. So he had a big endorsement with Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, and some of the people endorsing Trump. But I just want to put this out there that what if the polls were not wrong, and Kamala Harris was poised to win this election, and she would have won this election, but something supernatural happened, which is what I'm leaning toward, because a lot of polls were showing that she was the front runner, and the momentum seemed to be with her all the way to the end. And there were a lot of people that got it wrong. I think something supernaturally might have happened, where God Himself tilted this election and gave it to Trump. And what convinces me of that is probably the shooting, the Butler, Pennsylvania. That was one of the things that gives it credibility that something supernatural happened, that Kamala Harris would have won, but God Himself did something. So something supernaturally tilted the election to Trump. Why can't you believe that? Why can't you believe that there was a miracle, that something invisibly happened from heaven itself and made the numbers different and changed the votes through a miracle from God Himself, gave the election to Donald Trump supernaturally, and maybe with a little help from Elon Musk as well. Um, and I'm open to that. I can't prove it, but those are the only things that I'm thinking in those terms. And then what I'm really saying is Kamala Harris would have been elected. I think she would have been the first female president. Something happened supernaturally that tilted to Trump. And I have a lot of other things as well that point to that. But I can't say 100%. I'm saying it's a possibility. I'm saying maybe 95%. It seems like, considering how strange 2024 was, something supernaturally tilted the election to Trump. a miracle of God. And and that's what I'm saying. That, and why can't you believe that? I mean, if you believe in God, then why can't you say that? Why can't you believe that? Why do you think that um, that it was just the voters rejected Kamala Harris? Maybe she would have won if God didn't do something. And as a Christian, you should not have a hard time believing that. This is the Variety Show 2024.